I had no intention of the show turning into this. It started out as a cabaret show at Green Room 42 in New York. And he was at the guy who the show, like he was at the first 2 performances. And because it wasn't about really like him yet, it was more generalized, like my takes on dating. 'Cause that's like what all of my social media content is about.
Okay, yeah.
And so I finally got to just be like, I like it, like all word vomited out of me, like all of the songs, the sketches with my friends. Like the only reason why it's a 1-woman show now is because like it's too expensive to take all of my friends with me. Like it just is.
Sure.
So now I puppet a mannequin and it's just me and this mannequin.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great. And I have 7 original songs that I love to sing very much. And like it has, every time we've done it, I've processed it, literally the breakup more and more, because, you know, after he came to the first 2 performances, we actually broke up, clean cut, don't talk anymore, don't know what he's up to, don't care, wish him nothing. Not even, not the best, not the worst, I don't care.
Sure.
Because he gave me the greatest gift of all, which is my show. And like he didn't give it to me, but I feel like I'm very grateful for it.
Welcome to Tank Top Talks with Matt Braunger. I'm your host, Matt Braunger. As we always say, and you always know, tank tops are ridiculous, but they feel good. And the reason why they feel good is because they're ridiculous. Sydney, Kane, let's talk about your tank.
Yes, this is from, I'm wearing this tank from Aritzia.
Okay.
From a 3-pack that they sell.
Nice.
And it's great. And it's great to be here.
Thank you
wearing
for
my
being
tank
here.
top. Tell me about yours.
This is like the
merch.
show tank top. It's my merch. But it...
you want to plug where you can
Yeah,
get
you can
it?
go to, I think it's Matt Braunger at printable.com, but it's on my website. But get the one that says Mezcal No Ice. Because it supports groups helping immigrants, you know, and it's just a drink order. That's all.
Yeah.
But this one supports the show. But you're not familiar with the show, but basically the whole idea is we wear tank tops and we talk and we both feel a little silly.
I saw the opening clip. I think I saw the first clip you posted with, I don't know who you had on. I'm so sorry. But I saw, like, I think they said something along the lines of like, now you're stuck with this. Like you have to.
Oh, Steph Tolev. Yeah.
It was so
Steph
funny.
Was
I loved it.
He's like, it's me with the fucking jumpsuits. Like the same thing.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
We were, before we started talking about, you said a friend of mine who you work with, his wife was
my camp counselor.
Camp counselor.
It was the smallest world ever.
Yeah, and you're like camp. You say it's very Jewish, is what you said.
Oh yeah, because like who comes up to someone at like he came to see my show, and then he was like, I think you know my wife, and then said his wife's name, and it was like, I think that's your. I was like that she was my camp counselor, and I was like, that's the most Jewish thing ever, is to like know someone because their wife was your camp counselor, not at a Jewish camp, mind you, mm-hmm. Just like regular sports camp, which like I don't know why I did that.
No, but I mean when I went to college in New York State, I grew up with a lot of Jewish people, but I never even knew that there was a camp for Jewish people. And we just go to camp. Because you're in Oregon.
Yeah, because you're in Oregon.
You know, that's just what you do. Is you send your kid to camp. It's not as much a thing where you kind of send your kids off to the camp or whatever the religion is or anything like that. It's just like you just go. You know.
Unfortunately, I might have to cut this. Unfortunately, my brain just went to like the Holocaust.
We're not cutting that. No, we'll cut anything you want.
I mean, you don't have to, but literally I'm thinking this being like, oh, Jesus.
I'm only looking at it from the positive.
I know. I think I told you my ADHD meds wore off. Like I'm everywhere. But yes, I think that like.
It's a safe zone. Nobody's judging you because you're wearing a tank top.
We just
mean
chilling out. We mean real Jewish camp. We mean like the one that's safe.
The positive one.
The positive one. Yes.
Yes. The modern kind.
The modern kind. Yes. Yes. Yeah, no. So, but I don't know if have you ever heard of like what goes down at like these like Jewish camps? Like they're like people get really like sexy at those camps. These kids,
really?
Yeah, they like make out a lot.
Oh, but that's camp though. I think that's where it went.
Not at mine. Like
no, not at mine either.
I lied about having my first kiss at camp because I felt so left out. I was like, yeah, I had my first kiss at camp. No,
I
didn't.
Yeah.
Fully lied.
We were fully
You were macking.
No.
Oh.
No, we were all sexually segregated. You know, you had your boys cabin, you had your girls cabin and stuff, and we'd all kind of like look over at the other one and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, you had the female counselors for the girls and the male for the boys. And I remember my camp counselor's name was literally Guido. That was his name. He's like this cool Italian dude.
What was like the base? Was it just like camp? Like, so you mean like it was like s'mores every night?
S'mores, or and this thing, s'mores, and also you do like archery, you do swimming, you do canoeing.
You went to a activities sports camp.
Absolutely.
Me as well.
And then every year you'd earn a new ragger, which is basically like a handkerchief or a do-rag, and you have it on your neck and tie it. And there was a ceremony in the gym that they do. That. And so you'd get but it was so random. It was like red and orange and purple, and then maybe a tie-dye one or something like that. But it was like, it was like these degrees of, you've gone for 5 straight years and you get another one.
We had that. Ours was like gifts that you would get at the end. One of them was like a keychain. One time it was a duffle bag.
Oh, nice.
I think that was year 4. You get a duffle bag. And then 1 year 6, you get a sweatshirt. Year 5, you get 8, you get this blanket. I only went 8 years. 10 years, I don't know. I forgot what you get.
Okay.
But like the whole thing at my camp was like torchlighter was a thing. It was like a ceremony every night that we had torchlight.
Oh.
Where it was like a fuck. What's that? Oh, can I cuss? Is
yes,
that okay?
Please.
Like what's the Greek thing? Like the
Olympic torch?
Is it a Colosseum? Is that what it is? Like that kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, so we would sit in the Colosseum every night, and it was girl side and boy side. We were also segregated as well.
Sure.
And as you do. And it was like girl side would have torchlight and boy side, and every night there was a torchlighter on the girl side and a torchlighter on the boy, and they get to run. No one knows who it is until you see them running with the torch to light it every night. And it was like a big deal. It was like an honor.
They would run with a flaming torch?
They would run with a flaming torch.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like you could be like 6 years old and run it with guidance, but like you're like holding a flaming torch. Yeah, and that happened, and I never fucking got torchlighter ever. Me or my siblings. I have 2 siblings that also went to this camp, and we would like house these camp people if they came to Dallas to do like a networking event, like to get people to come to camp.
Yeah, we
would like let them stay at our house and everything. Like,
and I think we
never got it.
That's bullshit.
I also agree that it is bullshit.
That's awful. One thing I was talking with, I have a 5-year-old girl, and my wife and I were talking with other parents about going. My wife never went to camp,
5-year-old.
And she was, it's pretty fun. It's pretty cute. But my wife never went to camp. She's like, I can't wait for her to go to camp because I want to live vicariously through her.
Yeah.
And she's gone to camp, but not sleepaway camp, which is what we're talking about right now.
5 is pretty.
No, she's too young for sleepaway camp. Just get years away. But I was like, I went to so much camp, and I remember
I went to so much camp.
So much, not to brag, but I remember like this is my question for you. When you were going home, like, was it devastating? Because I remember everyone fucking crying.
Yeah, I remember
all the kids being like,
I forgot what my mom looked like. I literally like couldn't remember what my mom looked like sometimes. There were people that like when their parents like would come pick them up, like we had like a whole like closing ceremonies thing. It actually was the funniest thing. You would like, there was like a whole ceremony that would happen. The parents would come in and we would do like all the cabins at camp. And there were like 16 cabins on both sides.
Okay.
That 32? Is that math?
Yes.
Amazing.
Exactly. Perfect.
I'm a mathematician.
Nailed it.
And so like you would have these closing ceremonies lasted like 3 hours. And also we were in Texas maybe it wasn't 3 hours. I don't even know how long it was. I didn't have a sense of time at that age. Which I think I stopped going when I was like 16 maybe.
Okay.
But I just remember like there was like these closing ceremonies would happen, and these kids you would not be allowed to like freak out when you saw your parents. The counselors had to teach you to do like, you just do like.
You're not allowed to freak out? You can't show emotion?
It literally
was this like, modeling camp? Keep it inside.
Yeah, literally it was Irish camp. You just hold it all in. And like
very, very good. It was somehow your story's getting all fucked up.
Definitely not
this
Jewish
was
camp.
Catholic. Come on.
That's not your first clue that it was not a Jewish camp.
Well, when you said 3 hour closing ceremony, I was like, what is it, a Catholic wedding? Jesus Christ.
Probably. And like it was like for no reason this happened, and it just made the day longer. And we were in Texas in the heat.
So hot.
It was so hot. No AC either. Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
So you grew up in Dallas.
I did. I am from Dallas. Where are you from?
Okay, Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon, right? You just said.
But
Oregon's Newfoundland's beautiful.
It is. It's nice. It was like very kind of simple and much more boring when I was a kid, but it was a great place to grow up. Was Dallas fun to grow up in? Okay, not at all.
I don't know. Well, no, I love my dogs were always there. We have 3. I always grew up with really big dogs.
Oh, okay.
And we still have big dogs like Newfoundlands.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So
wow.
Yeah, huge. And so that's the only reason why I like to go home. And my parents.
Okay. And you got siblings?
Yeah, 2 siblings. Yeah, but my brother is actually here. I'm staying with him right now.
Oh, neat.
Here.
So, but you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You were saying something.
No, please.
Okay. So, but you don't live in LA.
You're
moving.
Just visiting. No,
you're moving?
I'm moving. Yeah.
Where do you live now?
New York.
Okay.
And then I'm moving here. I think June. But right now I'm here for my show at the Roxy, which is exciting.
That's right. And that will be that's tonight. As this episode comes out, it's the night of.
So turn this off and run.
Well, it's a podcast. I doubt they're listening to it like when you're on stage at like 8 p.m. or something like that. But it's at the Roxy, right?
It is at the Roxy, yeah.
Fucking cool.
Yeah, it is. I cannot believe it.
It's so cool.
So central.
Well, it's the Strip. I mean,
it's the Strip. That's so funny.
Like, if I'm not performing at the Comedy Store, it's like that's the only reason I'm ever on the Strip. You know,
the Comedy Store. Yeah,
but it's like there. You know, I was going to tongue-in-cheekingly say like, I'm not performing at the Comedy Store. I'm at the Rainbow Room, rocking out. Have you been?
No. Yes, actually, because my brother had his birthday there this year.
Place is so sick.
It's awesome, but like there was like we went to like that whatever that separate room is. The demographic there is the most interesting demographic I've ever seen. Yeah. I don't know what the vibe check is, but I love that there isn't one.
There isn't. It's very much we love hair metal, and if you love that, then
that's not my brother. He's like WeHo gay.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe he likes the flashing colors or something. Could be.
Maybe.
Or the proximity, because it is in WeHo.
I think it is the proximity. I think it's because it wasn't, it's not like in WeHo, like over by.
Yeah, and it's not on Santa Monica.
Right. It's
with
on
with the Strip with everything.
Right, exactly. There. It's on Sunset, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the show is, and
yeah,
and so
Sunset Strip.
I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
And so so I was like, why are you having your birthday at the Rainbow Room? I think it's because they allowed him to have the separate room for no cost, I think.
Oh, that's genius.
And I was like, that's smart. And it was lovely. Like, it was a big space.
That's
It was
great.
just a bunch of randos started to come in, and like all of a sudden I'm like, who are these people? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, so like this is about to get crazy.
Yeah.
My cue to go.
Oh, okay.
My cue to go.
It was too nuts for you.
I was tired. I'm an older sister. Like, I don't need to be there.
Are you the older sister?
I am the older sister.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm old.
Not compared to me. Like, you came in here and like I'd seen pictures of you. I was like, wow, you're very young.
You're very young.
Yeah, that's all. Just a thought. Not good or bad.
I'm 29, which feels like I'm 76.
You're a kid.
I'm a kid.
No, I'm 51, Sydney. So
really?
I am. Mm-hmm.
What would you do if I was like, me too?
I'd be like, wow. Be like, you've never touched alcohol or red meat your whole life.
No, literally no. Do you like red meat?
I do, but it's very limited kind of thing. Like my daughter, like she loves cheeseburgers.
Really? I feel like that's a thing. I loved cheeseburgers when I was like.
It's such a good kid food.
Yeah.
So tasty.
Yeah.
And we are in the land. Like cheeseburger was invented in Pasadena.
In paradise. Sorry. Yeah. I made a Jimmy Buffett joke. I'm so sorry.
Really? But isn't Pasadena paradise?
Yes. Okay. But I have to say, I'm not used to driving over. Wait, where are we right now?
We're in Glassell Park.
Which is not Pasadena.
No.
Where are we?
We're east, but not that far east.
We're east, but not that far east.
Yeah.
Like, we're not in Silver Lake.
So we're basically kind of Silver Lake adjacent.
Okay.
Ish.
I was on some highway. And I wasn't running that late. And then the reason I actually was running more late was because
you probably got on the 2 by accident or something like that.
I missed 2 exits.
Okay.
Because you can't see because there's trees over the avenue exit. And I was like, I don't know where I am. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was on the Autobahn.
And we are in the weirdest area.
I literally was like, everyone's speeding, which is like fine, do what you want.
Yeah.
But like I have Is it Autobahn or is it? Do you know
the
what I'm talking
Autobahn
about?
in Germany,
right?
Yeah,
Okay,
you can
cool.
go as fast as you want.
Yes, I was like, oh, this is crazy. I was like, I'm like at 40 miles an hour, just trying to like figure out where I'm going.
Oh, you might have been on the 110, which is
yes.
I call it the bootlegger run. It's the oldest freeway because it makes you think you're running moonshine through the South.
I was like, where am I?
And did you have to get on one of those on ramps where you have to punch it right away? The car's just going by and you're at a dead stop.
Someone honked their horn very loud at me, and I was like, I didn't have a choice.
Oh, I should give you some money for having to to take that freeway.
It's okay. Sorry. It's really fine. I'm happy to be here, but I'm happy I'm alive here. I just like
me too.
I just have never. I've driven in LA before. I used to live here, but like I guess I've avoided that freeway like the plague.
And you should. It's pretty scary. It cuts up through Highland Park and stops in Pasadena, right? Stops in Pasadena. Yeah, but like I use it to get to Highland Park, and it's still. Yeah. You got to get in the middle lane right away. If you stay in the right-hand lane, you're risking death when cars just
It was scary. I love that we're talking about. Wow, I'm really going to live here. I'm very native LA. We're talking about the highways.
Yeah, but I mean, any place worth living, I think has, at least as an artist, has a little bit of frantic death. Does that make sense? I think New York has it for sure. You know, if you look wrong, Amsterdam, a bicycle will murder you if you don't look left and right.
I have been to Amsterdam, but I didn't count. I was with choir. It didn't count.
I knew a guy who didn't, because they're the bike lanes and everyone's biking all the time. And he just stepped out like, what a lovely, and a bike hit him and like tore his groin, like just hit him the whole handlebar. And he went down. He was like my height, so his like.
So he just stepped over, and then someone just railed him.
The bike went right around the corner.
I thought you meant he stepped and tore his groin, and I was like, oh, he was probably. I was like, I tore my hamstring minding my own business.
He tried to do front splits.
Yeah,
no. But it's just there. I don't know. It's you kind of got to keep your head a little bit on a swivel. I think.
I would agree that. Yes, especially in New York, where it's like, if you look wrong, period, or if you blink, you could die.
Yeah. And I think in LA, New York, they look out for cars more, weirdly, because LA's more of a car place. But I've seen so many people with phone and just step into the road.
I actually think it's because walking is the main mode of transportation in New York, obviously. Yeah. So like, I think the cars come second. LA cars come first. Like,
absolutely.
Like I almost said the health of the people, or what am I thinking? What word am I trying to find?
We've been going pretty fast. We can slow down.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I told you I'm getting old. What am I you know what? It doesn't matter. But like the people matter more than the cars in New York. And then in LA, it's like the cars matter more than the people.
I would agree.
Like, but I will say, I'm really over, like, if people are crossing the street and maybe a car kind of goes a little bit like up at the crosswalk before the people have finished crossing.
Sure.
They're not going to run you over.
Right.
They're just trying to jumpstart it so that, and I'm speaking from a personal experience because I wasn't going to run them over. I just was trying to get a head start when the light turned green.
Yeah.
And this man stood in the middle of the road and just goes,
oh yeah.
And I'm like, well, you could have made your way back and forth 5 times by now.
Right.
But yet you're choosing to be mean. And that we need to be kind nowadays, especially now more than ever. Oh. And you're choosing violence. And then I went, okay, go. And then he stops and looks at me. And I was like, oh, you're
I'm
a crazy
person. I'm going to teach her a lesson.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you going to do to me?
Yeah. What a hill to kill yourself on, sir.
Yeah. I'm like, you're also you're an old white guy. I'm just a young girl. Please. That's not going to look good.
I love that you're taking your power.
Who are they going to believe? I'm kidding. You or me? I run you over. Who are they going to believe?
Your time is over, old man.
Me too. I'm just kidding. Sorry, it's not funny. Uh-oh.
I think it is funny, but it is community time. It's like you should have a little bit more grace.
You have to.
I live on this little cul-de-sac street, and it goes to somewhat of a busy street at the end, and on my right is a wall, and so I'll be driving my car. And I'm looking, and someone will just walk out, and I'm like, ha! And usually they just walk out, and they're like, what? But I've seen people go, oh, and I'm like,
I know,
what, dude? Like, I'm driving slowly. I'm not shooting out of this intersection. I'm sorry that my car startled you while you were just barreling the fuck down the road. You know,
you know what? What if my car is sensitive? My car is sensitive to that kind of stuff. You have to like, that's not very nice. No. But also I think like in New York, it's like, I'm walking here. But I think in California, it's I'm driving here.
Oh yeah, it is.
You're in my way, actually.
It is. I got mad at a cyclist today, just in my head. I didn't yell or anything. I don't do that. The most interaction if someone cuts me off or something I do is just give them the huge thumbs up.
Yeah. What do you think
like,
bicyclists?
You're the best.
What do you think bicyclists are here? Like
the thing with me, I don't have the problem a lot of people have when there's like a pack of them or whatever. I'm just like, take the road. I'll get there when I get there. It's fine. But this guy was headed toward a stop sign, and I knew what he was going to do. He just was like went a little slower. He just was like, I'm just going to go slower through it. And it's like, wasn't going to stop. No. And I had it. And he tried to time it. So he passed me and I went. And I saw his face kind of go, fuck you. But it was like, you never stopped.
Yeah.
You have to, the rule is you have to stop.
Yeah.
And I didn't like put my like car at risk or anything like that or him. You know, I didn't like, I'm going to go, even though you're going to go in front of me. But I could tell he shifted his gear down. So his feet were just doing this while he's going. It was the stupidest looking thing I've ever seen, where it's like normal. And then you just change the gear then.
Yeah.
As he's going in. I was like, oh, sir, just stop.
I'm not secure enough, I think, in myself to ride a bicycle. Mainly because I don't know how.
Oh, but and, riding a bike or a moped outside of it, like, specifically zoned places. Well, I should say moped. Just don't do it in LA. Just don't. It's too dangerous.
A moped is the one that like
a scooter.
Right.
A friend of mine had one, and the third time he got hit by a car, I just came and pulled him off the ground and took him to the hospital.
The third time,
and I kept his helmet. He's like, I need that to ride my scooter. I'm like, you're never riding your fucking scooter again.
Yeah, no, you're done.
3 times. I'm not doing this a third time.
You're out.
Yeah. So, but bikes outside of like cycling zones, it like, God bless. If you want to take a bike anywhere in the city, that's your right.
Right.
It's just dangerous. It's dangerous. You know, like when someone.
Yeah. I don't understand. Because
people just don't look. It sucks. It sucks for them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right, but.
It just sucks.
Oof, yeah. Brutal.
That's empathetic of you.
That's why I think they have to go in packs. I think that's why they do that, you know?
Yeah. Loan bicycles, they worry me a little.
Yeah.
I think it's convenient sometimes, but not for me.
No.
Not for me.
I was curious. I'm going to just change gears here. Pardon the
as you should
pun. But
I don't know why I said as you should. I did not mean it like that. Well, I'm sorry.
We sucked the marrow out of that bone, I think. Together. Yeah. But the show. Right. Okay. It's called Wife Material?
It is called Wife Material.
Okay, let's talk about it for a second.
I mean, what do you want to know? I can tell you anything.
I want to know everything. I'm curious.
I wrote it because a man told me I wasn't. I actually just posted a video about it today. I'm like, it's like, yeah, he literally, I was actually, I know. Jesus. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's really fine. I'm really over it now because
I was turning the phrase over in my head today when I do a little research. I don't do a lot.
Okay.
Fuck. The thing I forgot to say to, we had a guest before, Sam Sanders, who's a gay man, on his Wikipedia. Yeah. I look at people's Wikipedia and just go like real quick, and then I close it just see if something jumps out. I didn't look for yours. I looked for like just online stuff. I watched some of your very funny
Thank you.
Posts and things. But this is an example of my research, the level of my research. One line said, Sam Sanders is gay. But the gay is one of those, it's colored and highlighted.
You
have to click it. No, I didn't click. It's like, I know what gay is. What a weird thing to highlight. Wikipedia. Someone's like,
listen, in Trump's America, we have to.
He's happy. Yeah, it's like, that made me laugh. So that's like.
That's so funny.
I don't do much. I'd rather have the person say it in their words on the show.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't want to read about what this show is about. I love the name.
Thank you.
But at first I was like, I was wondering, at first I was like, is that inherently sexist? But it's also, no, husband material is one too, you know? So it's kind of, it's a little bit universal as a positive. But when you said, I got the idea because a guy said I wasn't. Like,
yeah, I know.
It's very funny to say that though. Anyway, take it away.
Oh no, it's okay. I mean, and that husband material is a thing.
Right.
Any like societal norm of what we think a person should
their worthiness
be, that unfortunately is like blank material.
Right.
Like it's so stupid. And so like when he told me we were at, have you been to the Bell House in New York.
I've done it. My special Big Dumb Animal we shot at the Bell House.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So Mary Beth Barone was taping her first special. I don't know if it was her first special or not. It's the one that's on YouTube. It's so good. She's so fun. Huge. I really am very inspired by her, and I look up to her very much.
Very cool.
And he was also a fan of Ride, the podcast, and he's actually the one who showed me it.
Okay.
And so anyway, like I thought it would be fun to get him tickets to go see the taping of her show. We were dating for 25 days at this point total.
Okay.
He dumped me right before the show because he told me that he didn't see me in his future. Like he doesn't see me as his wife or whatever. Like he can't see it. And I'm sitting there being like, it's only been 25 days. Like
that's crazy.
We're not on The Bachelor. Sorry about that. I don't know if that's sensitive. Because The Bachelor got canceled.
I didn't even know that.
Bachelor, we can't get into it. So then I'll veer off.
Fine. I don't.
I'll pull a 110 and I'll veer off.
There you go.
And so anyway, like then we went to the show. We still went to the show, and like I just remember feeling like, thank God we went to the show because like to watch her do her thing, it was like, oh, actually this next to me doesn't matter at all.
That's beautiful.
This is what matters. This is what I want to do. Yeah. Whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to think of that as like the night I got dumped, because it wasn't though, because we had spent, we like then we're on and off in a toxic situationship like for about a year and a half after that.
Yeah.
But basically what the show is that it's about me. He dumps me. I try to figure out what that means then, like what, fine. And like, because if you tell me I'm not something, I'm going to try to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
For sure.
But like, so in the show, like, I don't want to spoil too much about it, but like you really just, watch this version of myself who's kind of like, well, then what is that? And like, really what it is that it's like if I Love Lucy was like in 2026, I really try to like have that cadence of comedy and all of that. Cause I mean, that's how I grew up watching Lucille Ball and Carol Burnett and all that stuff.
That's great.
I miss that style of comedy. I want it to come back. I'd love to, I want to do more of it. I want to do it with my friends.
Yeah.
And so but I had no intention of the show turning into this. It started out as a cabaret show at Green Room 42 in New York. And he was at the guy who the show, like he was at the first two performances. And because it wasn't about really like him yet, it was more generalized, like my takes on dating. 'Cause that's like what all of my social media content is about.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I finally got to just be like, I like it, like all word vomited out of me, like all of the songs, the sketches with my friends. Like the only reason why it's a one woman show now is because like it's too expensive to take all of my friends with me. Like it just is.
Sure.
So now I puppet a mannequin and it's just me and this mannequin.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great. And I have 7 original songs that I love to sing very much. And like it has, every time we've done it, I've processed it, literally the breakup more and more, because after he came to the first 2 performances, we actually broke up, clean cut, don't talk anymore, don't know what he's up to, don't care, wish him nothing. Not the best, not the worst, I don't care.
Sure.
Because he gave me the greatest gift of all, which is my show. And like he didn't give it to me, but I feel like I'm very grateful for it.
And I feel like he just inadvertently gave you a focus.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, now it's this.
Yeah.
Which that's the hardest thing for me to do in terms of it's like, oh, what's the brand?
No, you're right.
But the brand for where you were and maybe are, but just to kind of put it through this, that's just like, oh, this is the meal I fixed.
They kept wanting me to get more personal with it the second time. After watching it for the second time, I got some notes being like, make it a little bit more personal. And I was like, I don't know what that even means. And then we actually like broke up, like stopped talking.
Sure.
And like, I was like, oh, I actually don't care. I'm just gonna be so unbelievably like, if my show is a sharp point, it's the sharpest point ever at what it is. Like it's not at all like generalized. Like it's a very specific situationship that was really bad.
Yeah. And it's cutting negativity out is such an important part of your life as you get older. And like,
Saturn return.
I think
That's a mid mind right now.
Yeah. And it's very funny because my wife and I broke up with her a couple times, and the time she took me back leading to now, it was like, I think about it, it's like, there's no reason why she should have given me another chance.
Why did you break up with her?
Not the same thing, but the thing of, my heart is not where yours is.
Okay.
And I just keep hitting a wall. And we also like, we were laughing about recently, we fight a lot. Like, we're very kind of passionate people and about our viewpoints and things like that, just in terms of our perspectives in the moment. And we'll clash. A friend of ours, it was very funny. A friend of ours was like, oh, you guys never fight. And I was like, oh, Jesus, we fight all the time, don't we? Kind of thing. It's not all the time, but.
Is it fighting, or are y'all just, again, like you just said, like
arguments? Yeah. But like, not drag out angry, saying things you regret kind of stuff. Just big disagreements sometimes. But anyway, long story long, basically one of the times I broke up with her, I was talking to my dad, and I was like, we go out and have a lot of fun and have fun together, but you can't like base a relationship on having fun. And my dad's like, why not? Huh? You know? And it's one of those things where like, oh shit. And I feel like I was far too judgy of myself in the relationship and of her. And I think that's a big trap that dudes lay for themselves that is dumb. Yeah. They don't know at the time. The obvious thing is like, oh, you're looking for the perfect woman. No, you're looking for the woman that's perfect for you, but that doesn't fucking exist, dude. It's half love and half work.
That's
every
like
time.
Literally what it's like, you know, wife material is what it's like. I think I said something like WM equals like WMW, which is like wife material is whatever men want. It's like whatever that man wants, like at the time. And
he has a thing, and you're not going to want the same fucking thing in 5-10 years.
And also it's like, if you don't know what you want and you're just saying that thing, then that's a whole other thing.
The whole, It's one of those things where it's like, he said, I don't see you as wife material. I was like, oh, I was like, well, God. I was like, I never used that one. But it was kind of
you seem like a stable person.
I wasn't then. But
who is?
You know, but you know what I'm saying? That seems, I was like, oh, wow, that guy's like boneheaded beyond his years, I think.
Yes. Yeah, he is.
Wow.
Again, like it was the best worst thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, from it, I've had, like after that, I had more heartbreak, obviously, that would happen. There's actually a running thing where it was like before every show I would get ghosted, or something would happen before every time I did this show. Jesus. I'm not kidding. And before the one that we did in February, I literally got ghosted that day. Yeah, this guy said the road from Vegas to California was closed because it was a monsoon. Max is laughing.
I mean, sometimes there's an accident, but they'd clear it.
Bruh, it's 2 p.m. You can make it to my 7 o'clock show from Vegas. Shit. It was the monsooning day. Yeah. I don't know. I was just like, oh, fuck off. But then that night, this other guy came who ended up having all these mutual friends, and he came to my show and saw his mutual friends there who were my friends, and now we are dating. So
cool.
Literally.
Nice.
I hope we'll still be dating by the time this episode comes out. If it comes out on the day that my show happens, we'll see. I'm kidding. No, no. He's lovely. I love him very much.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
you're in like something serious now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We're not posting about it because, you know, my brand, but I'll talk about it on the podcast.
Sure. I get it. Okay, cool. If you want, we can cut that, but
I don't care. No, I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Like,
sorry, we'll cut. You ready, Max?
Yeah.
She's single, fellas. That's like be on like some old shitty talk show or something like that.
Yeah, like
look out.
Yeah, well, drop your number.
This poor young woman.
It is so funny though, like because he's also an actor. He's so talented.
Oh,
but
cool.
So he just came to my show and
that's so great.
Watched my whole show, which is I get pretty like I don't think I hold back at all. Like I'm pretty like. I say everything about my brain, and you know, it's like every intrusive thought that I've ever had is in a show now with music. And like I wear this like amazing corseted outfit that this costume designer named Rachel designed. Wow. And it's fantastic. And I'm parading around a stage looking like an idiot, puppeting a mannequin. And the fact that he saw it first before meeting me and was like, yeah, she seems really cool. I'm like, then you like me.
I had a thing with a girl in college that I remember the initial attraction. She's good looking, but I remember we were in like theater class and she tripped and like fell over a table like so bad. And I just had this immediate like, who is this fucking goof? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think it's sometimes there's that thing.
He said that at one point my mic. Yeah, it's like the things that you don't think.
Yeah, that the person is like,
Yeah,
I look like a monster right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, no.
Yeah,
someone found that very attractive.
It's like so annoying because it's like, I guess at one point during the show, I was wearing these dangly earrings, but it was hitting the mic and I could hear it as the show was going on. And I go, wait, hang on. I go, I say this like during the show, I go, these earrings are so loud. And I take them out and I go, sorry. And I see the sound guy go, and I go, oh my God, Tim just went, thank you. And then I just like continued the show.
Yeah.
And that's when he said like, that's when I like was like, oh, I like this girl a lot. Like,
that's cool.
I was like, that's so funny.
Well, to be in the moment and be like receptive to what needs to happen right there. And I mean,
yeah, and it's great that it's a comedy show. Like I wouldn't do that if it was like a, I don't know what would happen.
No, but you have to.
Yeah. Anyway, you adapt on stage.
I mean, I remember I had I was in some kind of period play when I was in high school. And
did you go to school for theater?
Yeah, I have a degree. Yeah.
Which one?
Manhattanville College in Purchase, New York. It's a tiny liberal arts college.
Do you have a BFA?
Mm-hmm.
Me as well.
Yeah. And
congrats.
Thank you. You too.
It's great.
That's how I built what I call my money printer. From
yeah, it's a real money printer for sure. I was very useful. It's so BS.
But I had like one of those pants that like button on the side, like some colonial thing where it's just like basically in like these tights and this blousy shirt. And I remember like the guy threw me down and I got up and then we like had a moment where like then we make a deal or something and I fell down and I felt the button just go pop and no one could hear it and I just slapped my hand like this and I stood up and like my hand was like right near my crotch.
Yeah.
It just looked like I suddenly was like holding like
oh no like
and
you
someone,
oh
I was
God
like what like why is he grabbing it
and
he was just like he went to shake my hand and I just went like my pants have become snapped I must re-snap them. And I just did that, and like the audience just started cracking up.
That's so funny.
And I just shook his hand, and then it was blackout. But it's like I had no choice.
My pants have become
if I went to shake his hand, my pants would fall down.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
It's like, but you have to.
Yeah.
So it's like the fact that you were just like, it's easier when it's a comedy for sure.
Yeah.
And that period play was definitely a farce.
Yeah.
So it fit, but it's like that. I think that's probably one of the things that was like, oh, that's hot. That you saw,
right?
Like, she just adapted to this second.
There's
really
nothing
cool.
worse than watching a performance and like if the person you're watching is not fully comfortable and like tapped in, you then feel unsafe as an audience member. If you're like, oh God, are they gonna break down crying? Like,
yeah.
We've all seen that, especially getting a BFA. Like we've all seen people break down in class during a scene. You're like, are they gonna like die right now?
Oh yeah,
like it's really scary.
I've seen that here. Where there's a acting school. I'm not going to name it, but some of the instructors are they're not so much about the craft. There's more about you booking whatever the job is. And they'll be like, no, but what we're working on right now is like a courtroom show. And this is what they look for. And I saw them give this woman instruction that went against everything she'd kind of learned. And it was kind of like a certain way of acting, almost acting like, literally, the guy was kind of showing her how to act like a TV lawyer lady.
Can I guess
basically
what the acting school is?
Sure. Yeah. And it wasn't.
We have to bleep that out because I do know that. I went there for a while.
Okay.
Did you go there as well?
I did. The first person that taught me was great. Another person was great. Another one was great. This one dude, he would give directions to some of these guys that I don't remember the name. I don't remember his name.
Was he bald?
Oh, I don't remember. I remember him having a hat on, so maybe.
Dan?
I don't think you're not going to get it out of me because I don't remember. I don't remember. But there's a line where it was a black actor, and he was like, the line the black actor was saying was get ready for it. It's not as bad as you think, but maybe even more. I don't know. But he was like, I grew up, I always, I love the music. I used to dance. I always had a boombox, that's the line. I'm just delivering it how I'd read it, right? And he goes, oh, no, you should do like, I always had like a boom, a box, like do it like you're beatboxing.
You're fucking joking.
And he's just, the guy's kind of like, and he kind of like did it a little bit, but it was just like, what, that's going to get a casting person to like you if you like do a little, you jazz it up or some shit. Anyway, so he was working with this girl and teaching her, and she just went, I can't do this. And she just started fucking sobbing.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in the class going, she's not wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and looking back, it probably would have been better if I would have been like, yeah, I agree with her, man. But it's like, I couldn't really be like, hey, you're garbage, dude. You know, like,
I feel like what happens like with these different techniques that you learn at these different studios is it's like, I wish that like people would be fine if like, it's like, not my way or the highway, but like just adapt this into what you already know. Cause I also have acting training. So like when I like went here and I have comedy, like I'm also a comedy person. So like that stuff didn't come, like that stuff wasn't hard for me to grasp. Right. Like it just wasn't like, it was really quite simple because it comes, some things come easier to like Shakespeare. No, but like a multicam. Sure. You know, like I just feel, and so I feel like with these things, it's like, they don't meet you where you're at some of these places. No. They just are like, can you do it like this? And it's like, while it's really awesome, and it made me a lot better at being like, well, what it makes auditioning so fast and easy. That technique, it makes it like a breeze, but it takes a lot of originality out of me.
Yes.
I had to relearn.
It definitely cookie cutters you.
I had to relearn how to act.
Yeah. My acting coach now and teacher now that I work with, Tom Draper, he's great. And he has, you know, all the Russian masters techniques and stuff that he works with, but he has a really accessible way of you to pull them out in a moment where you're like, okay.
And the thing is like, and bleep this, the thing is like, is like, actually, she's also a great acting teacher. She's awesome. She's awesome. And some of her other, she's fantastic, but she's not, but like, you're lucky to have.
It was just that one. I remember that one intensive. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it wasn't constant.
Did you ever do ongoing?
No, I think he was an ongoing? Damn it. Anyway.
Sorry. Anyway, but oh God, that's great. I love that I got it. I knew it right away.
I knew you would.
Yeah. It's hard.
It's hard. Yep.
Acting is hard. Where were we?
We were talking about we talked about your show and extrapolated that into relationships and a lot of other stuff.
Right. Yeah. So then so basically my boyfriend's an actor as well. Yeah. And like, he's so good. But like, he's teaching me things about acting that I don't necessarily like. It doesn't come easy to me, and then I'm teaching him things that like some things I learned.
It's so true. Like, you'll have your skill set focus, and then someone also can come in and go, oh, try this out. And like, I remember I was working with David Borey, really funny comic who's been on the show. And he did this short about a guy whose his whole job at the supermarket was just to collect the shopping carts and put them back. And it was like, you know, it was this kind of like drudgery. We filmed in this really shitty supermarket, and I was like the manager. And we're about to shoot, and he's like, I don't know how to act, man. He's like, I know my lines. I don't know how to act. And I was like, easiest one I can tell you, just have the thought. It'll show it in your face. Yeah. Don't tell your face to do anything. Just have the thought. And he was like, whoa. And I watched that short, and I'm like, he's nailing it.
Yeah, great.
Because all he's doing is taking a second, because, you know, it's like stand up and sketch to a degree is talking. Acting is listening. Yeah. You know, like acting is just, you're taking in what the other person said, and then your line is the reaction to them, or your line is the reaction to whatever's around you, and you're listening, you know? Yeah. That's simple.
It is literally that simple.
But then there's all this other, you know, wildness that you learn. I think it comes with like people just not, kind of like we were saying before, not being present and not being able to just like be like in the moment. Yeah. Literally, like if you're just like in the moment, you're fine usually. Yeah. And if you just act authentically, then what is left is just genre and taste. Yeah, or preference, I guess, is the better. I think the big actors that you think of, the big names, the movie stars, the Meryl Streep and Paul Giamatti and Denzel Washington and stuff. They make huge choices, but the reason why they're so big is their choices like hit the ball. Most people's massive choices, you're like,
Like you prepped
doing
that.
right now.
You know what I mean? It's like you practice that in the mirror.
You don't have to go that big.
You don't have, yeah. Or if you're going to go that big, at least make it like authentic.
Yeah. Have it, have a point.
Tony Shalhoub is like such a good example of someone who can go so big, so drastically, so
and
fast.
So little.
And then so small right after the other.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has this moment in Maisel where like he freaks out at Midge, the Rachel Brosnahan's character, because she like wants to marry someone else, and he just goes, "What the?" He goes, I'm fine," and it's one of the funniest reversals I've ever seen in my life. Like, but that is like, that's what acting is. That's what acting is, in my opinion.
No, this is great because I don't really talk about acting on the show very much.
Why?
But it's kind of like, I mean, I haven't had a lot of
actors.
Hard and fast, straight up actors on the show. I have comedians who do acting work, but
I'm an actor who fell into comedy and it doesn't really understand what's going on.
Kind of, me too. I've been acting since I was a kid, and then I got into stand up in my 20s, and then that opened all the doors to acting. But I thankfully I have that, you know.
Well, my thing is like when people ask me if I'm a stand up, and I go, no. People work very hard at stand up and do stand up all the time. I have never been to an open mic. I just wrote a show.
Yeah.
And have been doing that.
But
I'm a performer. I think I'm a comedian. I think that's what it's
absolutely
called.
Comedian.
But it's just
not necessarily a stand up. That's all.
Yeah, but and I don't do crowd work for me is like I'm scared what will come out of my mouth.
Sure.
I do love talking to people. I love improv. Like I trained at like UCB and stuff.
Oh,
but
yeah,
like,
nice.
Who hasn't? You know, I just feel like it's. But yeah, I fell into this because I started posting funny videos online, and then like I don't know what.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking about the access with somebody recently about like how it's kind of blown up the idea of course there's just this one way to go or this other way to go, but it's also it's too many. But at the same time, I really love it that it's giving people access that my generation, like when I was your age, we never had.
Oh, yeah.
And that sucked because you had people that were self-proclaimed experts that had gotten themselves to this level of whatever in the business. Yeah. And them giving you the thumbs down or whatever is usually, but you can kind of go around them and build your own audience by making whatever you want to make with these, platforms.
I just wish I got impatient. I mean, I've always been impatient, but I wish I like did something with it way sooner.
Yeah, but again, you don't think you are, but you're crazy young. You're so young though. You know what I mean?
I know, but I think one thing is like, when you surround yourself with people who are like cynical and old school or whatever, it's like people will get mad about social media, but really it's like, oh, if people would just embrace things that are new, it would be a lot. We would live in a better world.
So much of it sucks, and so much of the use of it sucks. Sure, but so much of it is so useful, and I've learned of so many comics I never would have found out about. That I'm just be like, oh, when I come to play this state they live in, I'm going to see where they live and see if they want to open.
100%.
Or I've reached out to people of like, I think this person is so funny. I'm just going to DM them, tell them that. And, more often than not, they'll at least have heard of me or something and be like, that'll give them a little bit of a, hey, cool, hey, cool. Or, be like, oh, I'll be in LA at this time.
Yeah.
Let's hang out. There's a guy that I follow who's like, he's basically an influencer, and he's kind of a tattooed dude, but he does like coffee and stuff. And he's one of those people that does political stuff, but it's so funny because he's such a fed up dude my age, and he makes it so funny how fed up he is with negative people.
I do enjoy that content.
And he's moving to Portland, where I'm from. And I was like, hey, if you need, like, would you like to, it's weird. It's like, I'm a big fan, blah, blah, blah.
Want to go on a date?
Do you want to meet my friend? And
cute.
my friend works with local businesses and stuff, and he has a little coffee cart and stuff. And he's like, he's a good guy to know, maybe, but a good guy, yes. And so I was like, yeah, you guys should just get coffee and hang out,
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just like, I like connecting with people that way. And without social media, there's no way I would have been able to do that. Yeah. I can't go to someone's show or something and be like, let's be friends from the audience.
No, you can't. People do that, but like, you can't do that. That's what parasocial is for.
Yeah. But so like, that's the positive. That's the thing people don't talk about.
Yeah. And it brings a lot of people together. Mm-hmm. It's just, they have all of our data, but like, I don't really care anymore. It's happened. It's like, you know what? They do have it, and that's fine. I don't have anything to hide, really.
I mean, my wife and I talk about this. We do touchless at the airport, where it's just you walk through to see your face and don't even take your ID out or anything. I'm just like, fuck it, man. I got on the plane so fast.
You do what now?
Well, it's basically because we do TSA pre and we do clear.
Oh, I need to do. I know I need to get that.
It's the same thing. It's like, I'm gonna hide the stuff I really want to hide, and because they don't have that access. But yeah, my face is everywhere.
And let it be, because it deserves it. But like, I just think like,
thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. But I don't know. I'm just like, it's happening.
No, I love your positive attitude about. But like the way to look at it.
Well, because we know the point of being, it's just like, it's also so much easier to be a fan of things rather than like, even like capitalism. Like, yeah, it's bad, but like take advantage of it.
Take advantage of it. And at the same time, let's work to fucking subvert it to what it actually should be.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's another thing that so many people have been able to make their comedy into money for themselves in a way they never could have before. No way.
Nope.
I've said this on the show before, but when I did like, Just for Laughs New Faces in like 2007, we had MySpace, and they put our sets on MySpace, and every comment was, "You suck, bro." All of them, like thousands. And we're just
that's crazy.
Everybody's. It was like me, Tom Segura, Nikki Glaser.
What?
These are funny fucking people. And everybody, all the comments were just like, "This sucks. This person should kill themselves." Because this was the golden era of anonymous shitheadery.
Sure, shitheadery.
Like everyone does it. People still do it. Not everyone does it. Shitheads still do it now.
Yeah.
But it'll be like your emoji is like a cat or some shit. It's not your face.
Right.
Not emoji, profile photo. But back then it was like, they were just hog wild.
Yeah.
So it's like, you just put our shit up there, didn't ask us, and we're just getting shit on kind of thing. So it's like, it's as much as I miss MySpace, I do miss those days.
What do you miss about it?
I just miss how silly it was.
You were coding.
Before it was, yeah.
Y'all were fully coding.
Kind of.
I didn't really have one.
Oh, no? Well, you were like 10.
I was, probably. Yeah. But yeah, y'all were like coding your pages and stuff.
I don't know if it was coding. I was just entering like things
and
putting my 8 friends or something like that. I don't think it was coding, Max. No?
You could like code a little bit.
Could you?
Customize your page. You didn't have
to. Okay. Oh. Because I knew people that
you guys were doing CIS 101. Right? Is that computer? Whatever the fuck it's called?
Yeah, I think that's it. I'm laughing.
We had to take that in college because I'm like, yeah, I think it was because I had to take it in college, and me being like, why?
Yeah.
Why? I have Canva. I don't need to learn how to code anymore.
Yeah.
I could just use Canva. Very user friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry you got MySpace
but
hate
what I'm
comments.
saying is, that was, and even then it was a great time. You know what I mean? I didn't look at it that way, but it's like, my only point to bring that up was not fucking poor me. All it was, or us, all it was, God, I'm so glad that these comics have no knowledge of that. They can do because it's just, they're making their own things.
We still get hate comments. I get a lot of hate comments.
Of course.
They're really bad.
Really?
Was that the light?
Yeah, just like we got a couple more minutes. That's all.
What color was it? I just saw it on the corner of my eye.
It's like white.
Sorry.
The flashlight.
Oh, I thought I saw like a red light.
Yeah.
It wasn't at all. Sorry.
Well, we don't let women talk about the times people have said bad things about them because we don't believe in that.
Oh, right.
We're total manosphere punk assholes.
Okay, yeah, the manosphere thing is crazy though. Like, trust me, I like honestly, like you should come see my show. I talk about this just stupid shit, but I feel bad for men sometimes. Like, what? I think sometimes I just wish that they like were more secure in themselves so that they could just can ease on down.
We need some cooler uncle types, big brother types for these guys to kind of like tell them
men who like women.
The thing I was going to say before,
not asking for much.
Well, no, absolutely. But somebody did a female influencer had a great kind of not a rant, just a point that she made that she was like, that the men who aren't bothered by the I hate women, the men who aren't bothered by the I hate men women are just chill dudes. You know that, right? Because they know we don't mean them. We say, yeah, I fucking hate men. The amount of
memes that I've seen now that I've started dating my boyfriend, like, which I sound so crazy being like, now that I have a boyfriend, but like I've seen so many memes now. It's like, just so y'all know, the I hate men, the guys who snag the I hate men girls love women, or like something like that. Like,
yeah, because it's like he is
the most secure, because it just means you're a secure person. Yes.
Like the whole not all men, shut the fuck up.
It's like most.
It kind of, and also
the majority.
It's one of those, yeah, most is fair. Yeah, but it goes without fucking saying, dipshit, you know?
Yeah, like, it's just like, y'all have it easy. That's all it is. Like it comes right down to the
patriarchal rule is crazy and always has been in modern history, dating back, you know. But
what would you do if I came on here and been like, nah?
But that's crazy.
You've been like, thank God I've been waiting.
There are some influencers that do, like female ones. You're like, why? Why do you hate yourself?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, blink twice.
Be a little bit gayer. Like, it's fun over here. You know what I mean? Like, you need to. I feel like all those women are actually probably just closeted.
Could be right.
I think that I don't know if I ever believe straight women are fully straight. I don't know if I believe it.
Really?
No, I don't. Okay. I'm not. I don't believe it at all. I think it's like, I don't believe that. Like, come on.
Well, even the guys who are like, not all men, it's kind of like, I know we're both dudes. I'm not in your fucking crew, loser. Like if you're looking to defend me, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not worried about me. I'm not worried about the guys I hang out with. It's like, I know we're all working on ourselves and stuff, but to be offended when some woman is posting about some guy that was brutal or terrible or like or shitty, or like these manosphere chotches.
They'll put it like, if a man posted this, like, just so you know, you get all the hate in the world. I've been called a misandrist, which is literally like, I guess it's the female form of misogyny, which doesn't exist.
That doesn't exist. That's what my mother's an English professor, so I know a lot of words.
I one time
that one made me go, fuck. I had to go back in the files to find that one. Misandrist.
I did one of the worst podcasts ever. I don't even remember the name of it, and I would have name dropped it because I do not care.
Okay.
But I said the word misandry, and he's like, but a lesbian made up that word. And I go, no. No, that was made by men. And then he's like, no. And then like later on, I get a text from him being like, oh, so like you were right, blah, 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 blah. And then didn't edit the podcast.
Of course not.
And I'm like, and at the beginning of the podcast, manages to preface that our conversation was a little bit more difficult than other ones that he's had, because I would be like, you're kind of weird for saying that. Like just to certain things. Anyway, so not all men, but most.
And just, that whole, I've still haven't seen that Manosphere doc.
I haven't either. I can't.
But the clip of the guy, because they're constantly trying to trigger that dude, and he's great. He's just like kind of laughs like, what? I don't care.
What is the premise?
He's talking to these influencer dudes that are like, you know, men are number one. I sleep with who I want, but my wife is not allowed to. Things like that. And, you know, but they're all deeply insecure.
Yeah.
And, like the guy was talking about, he's like, I just don't believe in the traditional thing of like, I have to be faithful. I mean, she does. I believe no woman who loves you will sleep with someone else, you know? And like, and he goes, yeah, he's like, I sleep with whoever I want. And he goes, stings, huh? And the guy just starts laughing, and he's like, what? Why would that? I don't care. I don't understand why you think that would sting me. And the guy was like he had nothing to say. It's this thing of deep insecurity and fear over what other guys think of you and whatever your fucking status is. It's imprisoning. Where, I mean, I had a joke about how like I like being married because I just don't have to. Me being with anyone else is not part of the agenda, and that's so freeing. Yeah, and I just was like this. It's freedom in this prison. You know, like I'd say it's pretty. I like it's roomy and nice.
That's so good.
But it's like the thing. Having that level of trust with somebody is fucking awesome. Yeah. It's great. Where when I've been on the road a long time, and my wife is like, you know, I'm not worried, and I'm like,
it sucks.
I would never fucking do that to you or me. I don't want to live with that shit. I don't want to live with a dark secret or come home and fuck all this
and
goodness
have
up.
to stop and have to start over with someone. That's so exhausting.
It's
to think
nice
about.
to just, it's almost like, always tell the truth because then you don't have to remember anything.
Yeah.
It's like that, but
Oh my
almost
God, my boyfriend's,
emotionally.
I'm not even kidding.
Where
Yes,
you're just
I
like-
always tell the truth. You never have to remember anything.
That's
Yes.
it. And so it's like almost like that being in a good, healthy relationship because you're just like, I can just be with you and just like lay on this couch and like fart and pass out or
I've
whatever.
never
You're like,
been
you're
able to-
so relaxed.
I fart so much.
Good.
I have been.
I wonder, because my wife is now 45 and I'm 51. And so we probably fart more than some people. And but my kid farts almost more than us. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Are we just like disgusting as a family?
It's all those cheeseburgers.
Like, it must be like,
I guess
you find out I'm just getting her cheeseburgers all the time. Like that's not good. And like McDonald's, like so
it's
processed and shitty.
It's like SpongeBob. It's like, what is it? The fucking Krabby Patties. Like you're just always at whatever it's called. Yeah, but I was gonna say though about the manosphere people. I'm not even gonna call them men. The manosphere people.
Yeah.
Like I think that when I hear people speak like that, like, and I think about this with like Trump too.
Sure.
I think it's like my brain actually doesn't know how to compute that amount of stupidity.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to respond. I just look at it and I'm just kind of like I feel, I'm like, oh, I actually can't lose any more IQ points.
No.
I already have a BFA.
No, because it's intellectually stupid.
Yes.
It's also severely emotionally stupid.
Yes.
Because the man he doesn't know what value is.
No.
Look at this. It's shiny. It's cool. Look at this. Most expensive car in the world. Great. Do you have
Right.
anyone who gives a fuck about you
Right.
that loves you? Do you have anyone who loves you?
Right.
Like really loves you?
I don't know.
Do you love anyone? No one? You have nothing, dude.
He likes his spray tan person probably.
I'm basically saying the entire arcing plot of the first Iron Man movie. But sorry.
I love Iron Man.
You have nothing, Mr. Stark.
You have nothing, Mr. Stark. Yeah.
But okay, give us the one more time. So
Yes.
Wife Material is
Wife Material.
tonight.
Wife Material is tonight.
Yes.
April 21st at 7:30 p.m. at the Roxy Theater on Sunset Boulevard, next to the Rainbow Room.
Yes.
Come after you listen to this episode.
Yes. Come to it. Get tickets right now. You
Yes.
listen to this during the day.
Yes. If you have nothing to do tonight, if you want to laugh.
What is coming up after that?
That's a great question.
Okay.
I would love to answer at some point.
Okay. So you're just moving to LA.
I'm moving to LA.
But like what online? How can people
yes, I'm
enjoy your
at
work
Sydney.
online?
Well, I'm at Sydney Morgan Kane on all social media platforms.
Okay.
And I would say be on the lookout for I have some things in the works,
Nice.
some fun little posts that are going to be happening soon.
Very
with
cool.
Very fun people.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being on the show, Sydney.
Thanks for having me. This was great. I'm sorry we had to end on the manosphere.
It's fine. We didn't. We ended on you.
We didn't.
You know.
We ended on me.
Exactly. Perfect.
Period.